I'm not normally a religious man, but after what I've seen in the Iron Banner, perhaps now is finally the time to pray. And there's only one man I can pray to. The man responsible for the Iron Banner. Perhaps he, and only he, can finally make the prayers come true. Lord Saladin.
You have never been tested like this.
I've never been tested like this. Lord Saladin, I bow before you. I kneel before you, my Iron Lord. I come to you in a time of need.
The Iron Banner offers much suffering, but equal reward.
I am aware of the suffering of the Iron Banner.
The Iron Banner awaits you, Guardian.
I know it awaits me, and I will be back in the banner. But for now, I have to propose this to you. I've been to the banner, and for the first time, the rewards almost equal the suffering. Lots of 334 and 335 rewards. Lots of class items. Boots. Auto rifles and rocket launchers. But I come to you because there is one man who has let us down. One who has disappointed us so often by not bringing us what we need, what we desire. And that man is Xur, Agent of the Nine. Now he's about to arrive. And what I am asking you for is not about champions. I am asking you to ask Xur to finally bring the Twilight Garrison so all Titans can fly and float and jump around in the air and move. He's not brought it yet. And now you can see I'm joined by someone else here who's been lucky enough to earn a 2 to the morgue. They've been fortunate. I am asking you, Lord Saladin, speak to Xur. Get him to bring finally the Twilight Garrison so that all Titans can enjoy the same freedoms that us Warlocks and us Hunters can. The freedom of movement. Help me, Lord Saladin. You're my only hope. Thank you for listening. Now I shall speak to Xur.
Are you up to the challenge?
And good morning, everybody. This is your good friend the King, aka the Scout, welcoming you to yet another Destiny video. This is the Xur Report for April 29th, 2016. And as you can see here, we are in the tower as it is Iron Banner Week. I just had a little discussion with Lord Saladin. Hopefully, what we're going to get here is Xur finally coming through. I know a lot of people have been asking for it. A lot of people have been hoping that he would offer the Twilight Garrison. So I've asked Lord Saladin to have a little talk with Xur. And as you can see, he's here. He's right here down by the Crucible Quartermaster. Right down below Lord Saladin, basically. Right across from Shaxx. Now, I probably could have asked Shaxx, but you know what? Shaxx gets a little full of himself. Lord Saladin's a bit more humble and a bit more willing to help. So let's see if it paid off. Let's see if Xur has finally brought what everyone's been waiting for Titan-wise. The elusive Twilight Garrison. Dun, 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 dun! Ladies and gentlemen, can you believe it? Lord Saladin has come through for us. Xur has come through for us. It's here. The most prized possession in Destiny since the Galahorn is finally at Xur's shop. So let's take a look. Leading off for the Titans, it is indeed the Xur debut of the Twilight Garrison. Now, this has been a long time coming. This item was technically in the Taken King in September. However, it was not dropping for everyone. It was a very rare and some would say glitched drop. You could get it, and some people did. It dropped for very few people. They had it early on. For most of us, though, it was the December update that allowed us to finally acquire the Twilight Garrison through engrams and other drop points. I've got it in the raid myself. I've got it through Ingrams multiple times. So I've been lucky, but a lot of people have not. They haven't had a chance to try out this machine yet. Now, I'm not on my Titan here. Maybe I should have been, but, you know, it is what it is. So here's the perk. Tactical air support. You press circle, then circle again, while airborne to evade. Basically, it's almost a shade step in midair for a Titan. It's a lot of fun to play with. It also helps you cross wide gaps. It can help you to solo Crota if you're into that sort of thing by crossing the bridge with the sword and the Twilight Garrison. Together combined, you can get across pretty easily. So it's a lot of fun to play with, and now everybody's going to get a chance of the Twilight Garrison is finally available here from our good friend, Old Tentacle Face himself, Xur. The other perks on this one, we got increased discipline, increased strength. You might want to twist fate on this one. It always has special ammo and heavy ammo perks, so you don't lose those. This one's got solar recovery and solar armor, so this would be good for using with your Sunbreaker. But I would probably twist fate here. Again, this is the first time he's ever sold Twilight Garrison, so I'm guessing it's going to be a big buy this week. What probably won't be a big buy is right here, the ATS-8 Arachnid. This came in the April update, and the upgraded version of this. Now, as we take a look here, this actually has some pretty good perks to it. So, again, we'll take a look again. I'm not on my Hunter, I'm on the Warlock. But here's the main perk, the Arachnid Sensorium. Your golden gun zooms in for accuracy when aimed and can be kept ready for longer. Now, the first part is always what this helmet had. That's what it had in year one, when it was the... I don't even think arguably is the right word. It was the worst exotic in the game. It was useless. Zoomed in golden gun. That's all you got. That is the only perk it had. For year two, they've brought this additional part, and that is it can be kept ready for longer. Now it allows you to use your golden gun longer. A lot of times, especially in PvP, you get a couple of shots off with your golden gun, and then you're out of enemies. Normally, you would be depleted, but this one gives you a few seconds longer to use that last shot. It's almost the exact opposite of what they did with the Acleophage symbiote, where they give you an extra shot, but they took away your time. They've since fixed that a little bit. You get more time now with the fourth shot than you did before. Again, or it's probably about the same as it was originally. They've really gotten rid of that nerf, so that's a good thing. But here, now you get a longer golden gun use, so that's helpful. Intellect and strength. It's all intellect right now, but you can add some strength to it or make it all intellect. Ashes to assets gain bonus super energy on grenade kills, or heavy lifting, which gives you super energy on the heavy kills, and then right here, infusion replenishes health when you pick up an orb. I like this. This is a good roll. It's actually not too different from the one you can get in the kiosk. So, if you want, you can get it from there, but you can also get it from Xur. Now, if you haven't had it before, obviously buy it from here, and then you can get it from the kiosk. And that's actually something, is a good rule of thumb for all these armors. You can buy it from Xur to unlock it, and then go to your kiosk and see if it's got a better roll. Because of one-to-one infusion, you can just look in there, and of course you can also twist fate with the glass needles. Before you use the glass needles, it's a good rule of thumb to go to your kiosk and see if that's a better roll for you, if it's a perfect roll. It might be. The Arachnid one, I did buy one recently. It actually has a pretty good roll on it. I think it's close to that. I think it's all intellect. It's got infusion. So that's pretty good. Not bad at all. For the Warlock, we'll take a look here. Oh, almost bought one. I don't need one. It's the Ram. The Ram was the bane of some people's existence in year one. I know one friend of mine who, unfortunately, has left the Destiny world. He couldn't get this in year one. Instead, he had to wait for year two. This came out in the December update, so we've had it for a little while now. This one's intellect and strength. Strength of the Ram is the perk. Increased armor. All Voidwalker melees trigger lifesteal on hit. Now, the increased armor was the thing in year one. It made, Warlocks a little bit more tanky. you could survive a lot more stuff with it if you maxed out your armor. So it was a pretty good deal. They cut that back in year two a little bit, so it's not quite as great, but still, I've always liked the look. I think this is one of the coolest looking helmets, and a lot better looking than the Stag helmet that is, you know, in year 2, with which now arguably, and I think it's now a better argument, but arguably maybe the worst exotic armor in the game in terms of its perk. This one's got intellect and strength, inverse shadow, which is always nice, increased super energy from killing minions of the darkness, or heavy lifting, which we had on the Arachnid, and infusion again. So this is a great roll. I wouldn't touch this one. I mean, you know, maybe you'd want discipline, but this might have strength all the time. I'd have to look at mine. Actually, you know what? We can look at mine. Let's take a quick look. As you can see, I'm 335 max. My RAM, though, is not, and you can see my RAM is intellect and strength, has infusion. It's basically the same roll as you are buying here. So, and see, mine's 310. I haven't had a chance to infuse it yet to something else. That'll come in time. So there we go. That was a brief look at my collection. Okay, so that's our armor this week. No Ingram, because we've got a weapon, and that is, sorry Chase, it's the Hawkmoon. Now, I mentioned one friend of mine had trouble getting the RAM, and I believe he's actually had trouble getting the Twilight Garrison as well, so he's going to be very happy. But this was the bane of his Destiny's existence in year 1, the Hawkmoon. Now, this was originally a PlayStation exclusive, along with the Monte Carlo. They were the 2 PlayStation exclusives originally in year 1. Then the Fourth Horseman joined them, and then they became console agnostic, I guess would be a good way to put it. They were no longer console exclusives with the Taken King, and the first week Xur came with the Taken King, he offered the Hawkmoon. So this is, I believe, the 3rd time, at least, that he's offered the Hawkmoon for sale. And, you know, as you can see here, it's, you know, luck in the chamber, and then holding aces, 2 more luck in the chamber bullets. That's the Hawkmoon's perks, but it's the range that this gun has, the accuracy. It was nerfed a little bit when year 2 started, but it's been buffed up a little bit more from the April update. It's back to being a very viable weapon in PvP. Not much of a use for it in PvE, but still. Let's take a quick look here. It's a very sexy gun. One of the sexiest hand cannons easily in the game. I mean, it's just beautiful. You know, from the little, you know, talon there on the handle to the engraved feathers. I mean, stalk thy prey and let loose thy talons upon the darkness. It's a beautiful, beautiful gun. So you can have fun with that. The Legacy Ingram this week is for heavy weapons. Now, I'm not on my other account, but this is actually the only items that I need from year 1, weapon-wise. On my other account, I need 2 weapons, 2 heavies from year 1. I'm not going to buy them because 3 of coins are way too valuable to be spending my strange coins on this. But this is basically the only reason to buy the Legacy Ingram Heavy is for a Gallahorn. If you want a Gallahorn and don't have one yet, this is what you buy. You're going to get all the other heavies that are available without that. You know, other than that, you got Dragon's Breath, you got Thunderlord, you've got Super Good Advice, you got Truth, and that's it. Those are the only available ones, and they were all available in year 1, and they're all available in year 2. So really no reason, unless you absolutely, desperately still need a Gallahorn. This will get you one. But other than that, don't buy it. Don't waste your money. You've seen my cautionary tales on this. Don't buy it unless you really, really want a Gallahorn. Moving down, we've got the Plasma Drive, the Emerald Coil, Heavy Ammo Synth, the very useful and necessary 3 of Coins, which I'm going to buy for you here. Oh, it takes too long to buy these.
It's for your happiness.
Oh, it's for my happiness. Thank you, Xur. These do make me happy. Yes, the 9 sent you here so I could buy 3 of Coins from you. That is true. Yeah, it's mine now, not the 9s. I know. I know, Xur. Look, we've been through this spiel before, so stock up on your 3 of Coins. Don't let them run out. Make sure you have enough for the whole week. Trust me, you're going to want as many 3 of Coins as you can buy. Alright, over here we've got glass needles, and we've got the modalite exchange.
I may be here.
So there we go. Xur has answered all the prayer circle. Finally, the Twilight Garrison is available to all. Unfortunately, there is not a Titan here to celebrate such glory. I'm sure that hunter, though, he might, they might have a Titan there in their collection. He might be happy. But it would be nice if we had a Titan here that was jumping for joy, dancing for joy. I'll have to do it for him. So there we go. That is the Xur Report. Xur Report. Thank you. This is the Xur Report for this week. I am the King, a.k.a. the Scott. Thank you for joining me. We'll see you next week. Eat a dick.